Hey, pizza people. As you can see, we're not in the studio right now. We're with the wickedly talented Jeff Tabb, otherwise known as the guy with a camera, I guess. I mean, what a pleasant surprise to meet you here. Where are we right now?
We're at Brush Park, in Brush Park of Detroit. It's a spot where we built dirt jumps.
Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. Well, let's start it off by opening up this pie.
Yeah, please.
I mean,
yeah, please. Shall we?
This needs a drum roll or something. Like, this boy is hot. We got it from Sapino's. Let's go.
Oh snap! Is there garlic in there? Dude, that looks.
It's
awesome.
What's it called? It's a wing thing.
Dude, you can't go wrong with that.
It's like it's like looking in like at an art piece. It's art.
This is art. So when I was in middle school, this Chaldean kid taught me this technique. It's called, like, you put the thumb in the middle and you fold like this.
Yeah. I mean, I've only seen that move in movies. What is the most memorable thing you have done while filming a show? Because I know you did that ankle pants thing, and that guy is quite a character. He really is.
Yeah, well, I had heard about ankle pants from a boiler room, and he's an Australian or he's now in Berlin now, and like, I'm super into techno, so like, his stuff is weird and crazy, and it's refreshing to see someone doing something different, you know,
Yeah.
like whether they're making different sounds or like you have a penis for a nose that squirts out juices at you.
Yeah.
And his microphone's got all these different gyroscopes and effects that he can do and like buttons and stuff like that. So I highly applaud him for doing something different, because with techno and, you know, music in general, it kind of gets lame seeing someone trying to do the same thing as someone else. And
Yeah.
that was crazy because everybody there was super fucked up, and like, it was at a loft space, and it was like, it sold out with like 100 people, and it was weird, man. Yeah, there was like juices flying, and oh man. But yeah, he's awesome. Ricard, he's awesome. He's ankle pants.
Like, did you have a transition when you were like? Because for me, it was sort of like I started out filming skate and skateboarding, and then like I transitioned to like doing documentaries and stuff. Mm-hmm. Was there ever like a transition for you?
There was a transition point because I was making like random stuff. Like, I don't even know what I was really making at the time. But then I was, for my senior year at school, I had to do a thesis. So what it is, you spend your whole senior year pretty much doing whatever it is you want, and it's got to be a mega big project. This dude's awesome. He always comes here and he almost dies. It's hilarious. Nice, dude. Dude's awesome. All right. So anywho, yeah, so for my senior thesis, like, I really like to party, like music, I like hanging out with girls, like getting wild. So it's like, well, maybe I should party for my senior thesis. So
That's a great idea.
yeah. So I spent my senior year going out every night partying. And filming it. So what I decided to do was pick some notable Detroit artists that live and stay in the city and produce music. Decided to work with them. So I picked like 5 people and spent my senior year following them around and filming them perform and doing interviews and whatnot. It made me develop in a way that it kind of like honed in on what it is I like to do. So then now when I go to work, I'm not really working. It's like what I enjoy to do.
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice.
Did you like set up was that like your first time setting up a production thing with that movie, or?
Yeah, I had a premiere at the Whiskey Disco. Had like 110 people come out, something like that. And I donated all the proceeds to it's a at-risk and homeless runaway shelter for LGBTQ youth in Highland Park. So I donated all the money to that.
That's awesome.
After I paid everybody that worked.
Mm-hmm.
I'll donate the rest of the money to that, to something I believe in. Because I do work for them too.
So Jeff, let's I guess put our money where our mouths are, and I want to see you. Let's hear some tips and tricks on how to film biking.
Yo, what up? It's Jeff Tabb. I'm gonna show you how I like to film things with a fisheye. So we're at my house, and we're gonna do a shot on this ramp with my roommate Lauren. A lot of times I like to use a fisheye lens for a shot like this, where the shot, it kind of takes place in one area. It just kind of distorts and makes things wider, so you can get a bunch of different cool effects by doing that. Some people commonly use a fisheye, and they'll place the subject in the center of the frame, which for fisheye is not that good. What I like to do with the fisheye is I'll place my camera where the trick's going to happen. So if they're coming from right to left, I'll let them come in from right to left. And what that does is it'll shorten the length of the clip so that I can start the clip right when they're entering the frame, just about. And then when they're finishing the trick, they're exiting the frame. That makes for good transitions and keeps the shots nice and tidy.
You gospel rapper, I got this song called Skateboard Life.
Yeah.
People that do BMX and skateboard stuff.
Oh,
Video shooting too. So you stay right here?
yeah.
Well, here go my business card.
Yeah, grab that business card. So a lot of times you'll get people that should do rap videos and shit like that. You always gotta take their cards. They're the craziest, dude. You never know like how many pit bulls they got or anything like that. Oh hell yeah! Did he rip this apart? Oh, he's got two. Gospel youth rapper, producer, music video maker, t-shirt seller too. God damn! He's a jack of all motherfucking trades. To increase the hype, you always give someone a post high five to show your appreciation in the clip, and then that way you have a shot that you can use, and then a transition that'll imply another clip afterwards with a high five or something, or like a shot of their face or something like that. Sometimes people pull things first try, sometimes it takes 3 days. It just depends on how good the clip's gonna be and if it's really gonna be worth it or not in the edit.
Who are the main people who started Brush Park? Shout them out right now. Shouts out.
Joe Gall, Justin Thompson, Chris Hersey, Bob Hoey. That's like, those are the main guys. Those are the main guys.
Founders.
Founders, yeah. And, shortly after that, I got involved probably like a week or so after because I was in Utah at the time when I got back.
Do you think that you could have done this like in Chicago or New York or something?
Not this close to downtown. I mean, Ford Field's 2 blocks away, and the Tigers, the Comerica Park's 2 blocks away. So, yeah, there's no way in hell that this would be here in a place like Chicago or New York or something like that, just because it's so heavily populated and thriving as a city, whatnot.
I mean, I think it's a pretty beautiful place. You got your friends together and you stuck with the project. Does the city of Detroit like recognize this place as like an actual spot, or is it still like off the grid DIY style?
The city doesn't recognize it. The Brush Park Community Council, they do. At first they weren't into it, but then they kind of saw that there's more people in the area, because this lot, it's an old playground and the weeds were like super tall. And there have been reported like cases of people getting robbed going to
the park,
see football or baseball game. So once we were here, there's more people in the area. The crime went down, and there was like no reported crime on this block for 2 or 3 months or something like that. So then they kind of saw it as a good thing, and then we were cleaning up the trash and keeping the grass cut and stuff like that. So they weren't frowning upon it as much once the statistics came out.
Thank you, Jeff, for coming here with your pizza gloves.
Yes,
very
pizza
warm.
gloves, yes.
Yeah, this has been Pizza Talk with Evan Denomme.